Russians want to wipe America off the map.
If I were in Putin's place, there would be nothing left of America.
Cannon fodder. Russians don't even care about their own.
Well, he died, so what? I don't give a damn.
And how kids in Russia are being trained for war.
These boys and girls tried on camouflage even before starting school. All of them are graduates of the kindergarten cadet group.
This is Russia in all its reality. Embrace yourselves and welcome to the Rogue Nation. Russia thrives on absurdity. A son-in-law is killed in war, yet the mother-in-law cheerfully declares that her daughter is happy. Behold their so-called true happiness, measured entirely in human misery. I urge everyone to sit down. Listening to this without recoiling is simply beyond comprehension.
I had my son-in-law in the war who died, and my nephew who lost a leg.
And that's it?
Yes, well, there are 3 more. My nephews.
3 nephews, and that's supposed to matter. Clearly they were born for Putin, raised under him, and now they will die for him. The son-in-law is dead, the nephew's leg is gone. Trivial details, nothing worth worrying about. What really counts is that patriotism is intact and everyone's happy. The rest will probably still have time to become heroes at the front. After all, who needs family when you can serve Putin's grand ideas?
Don't you feel sorry for your son-in-law and nephew? That your son-in-law died and your nephew lost a leg?
The son-in-law, you see, he's my daughter's husband. He's nobody to me.
So you don't feel sorry for him?
Not at all. Not at all. Well, he died, so what? I don't give a damn.
Here it is Russian humanity in its purest form. Other people's blood means nothing. Family is trivial. Someone dies, well, so be it. Nothing exposes the cynicism of war like words that turn human life into empty statistics. There is no pain, no compassion, only the cold shrug of I don't give a damn. Death, injury, the grief of relatives, it all passes by as if someone simply changed the channel. Humanity has dissolved into ideology and soulless rhetoric, leaving behind only emptiness. This is the true face of the aggressor, when all you see behind numbers and names is neither a soul, nor pity, nor conscience. When asked if her daughter is happy that her husband died, the woman replied,
Absolutely, she's happy. She married someone else while he was dying. She got it. 17 million, she got it.
Of course, money is the top priority. Death, crippling injuries, the grief of family, mere trifles, but 17 million. Now that's true happiness. In the Russian world, human life is measured not by love or empathy, but by profit and bank balances. While one person dies, another counts their windfall with glee. This is patriotism and family values, Russian style, cold, cynical, and completely heartless.
So here's the question. Who is to blame for the son-in-law dying and the nephew losing a leg?
You're Ukraine. Ukraine is to blame for everything.
As always, Russia attacks, kills, and maims people, and yet Ukraine is to blame. The absurdity is so extreme. It is as if common sense has been completely suspended. This is how the Russian version of reality functions. Aggression turns into blaming the victim, and the truth becomes a crime. In Kursk, first graders are already being dressed in military uniforms. From the cradle, a true patriot is groomed for the trenches. The life of a little Russian is meticulously mapped out. Born, get the uniform, march, land in a body bag. The authorities have conveniently spared them the burden of thinking for themselves. But the most important thing, everyone is happy. The TV will proudly declare that this is exactly how life should be.
Confidently keeping their distance, just like Vovka, soon his classmates will be able to do the same, no doubt about it. The uniform obliges. These boys and girls tried on camouflage even before starting school. All of them are graduates of the kindergarten cadet group.
Terrible. Putin's future little soldiers. Childhood is being turned into a rehearsal for war, and people are treated as expendable material for someone else's ambitions. Another step toward making war the norm and human life nothing more than a number. This is how patriots are shaped from their earliest years, ready to serve the great dictator.
Career guidance according to the scheme. Kindergarten, school, after school, a specialized university faculty. Initial training is completed. Now the intermediate level. The general command, straighten up. The belt doesn't look to the left or right. It looks straight ahead.
Push-ups, attention. It's utterly horrifying and sickening. Children are forced to obey commands like tiny soldiers long before they even understand what life is. Their childhood is being turned into a relentless march for a training army, shaping them for a world of war instead of wonder.
Their homeroom teacher isn't just any teacher. Andrei Apurin, a participant in the special military operation, hopes that his experience will help raise true defenders.
So a man who killed and raped in Ukraine is now in charge of teaching children. Their homeroom teacher, Andrei Apurin, a participant in the so-called special military operation, claims he hopes his experience will help raise true defenders. This is what Russian patriotism looks like. Children are taught by someone who spread death and destruction, turning innocent lives into weapons of war. Little Russians are being molded into imitators of killers, with morality and humanity erased long before they step into school. From their cradle, they are taught to destroy, to kill, and to obey without question, a new generation trained for war instead of life. Americans are pure fascists, some Russians claim. Is this propaganda or a genuine conviction? What do people in Russia really think about the United States? In this segment, we hear their candid and unfiltered opinions.
If I were in Putin's place, there would be nothing left of America. Why is that? Fascists speak, and you don't negotiate with fascists. And the Americans are pure fascists.
Listen carefully, these are not just words of hatred toward America. In reality, Russians themselves behave like fascists. They attack another country, destroying cities and killing innocent people. Such an open justification of aggression shows how deeply the ideology of violence is embedded. For them, Putin is the center of the universe, a great leader to whom they must unconditionally submit.
What would you say is the biggest advantage of America that you've noticed? I just came here to see a doctor. Back in Russia, I wasn't treated as well as I am here. And as you saw, they picked me up from the car for free. The medicine, all the pills, everything is free. So they treat you for free? Yes, they do treat you for free.
But there seems to be some hidden catch in all of this.
I was born in Siberia. Now I want to leave because I feel old. I'm 77 years old, just to die there, but not here. I've hated America since childhood.
Here's a twist. He comes to the US, receives free treatment and quality medicine, and yet says he has hated America since childhood. The absurdity is off the chart. Old age, illness, real help, and still his prejudices outweigh common sense. He sees that people here care for him, while back home he was neglected, yet he clings to hatred. This is pure cognitive dissonance. Experience tells him one thing, but emotions and stereotypes drive his words. This example shows how difficult it is for people to accept the truth when it contradicts their deeply held beliefs. As you have seen today, this is who they are, silly Russians, playing serious games they barely understand. This is what's inside the Outcasts. Stay tuned for the next episode.